And we're back with another episode of R&R. I am your host, Jamerson Ballard, and man, let's just get right into it, man. Tycoon weekend has everybody in a media frenzy, and that's all people been talking about, man. I mean, to be honest, the episode today is about comfort, right? To me, comfort is the enemy of success. I mean, we can argue about that if you want to, but I mean, I'm finna run off about three or four scenarios that let you know, like, it's a bad deal. You know what I mean? You want to get comfortable, and comfort is not bad, right? Altogether, but too much anything is bad. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of these dudes that I'm about to, make mention is doing pretty good for themselves, at least by our standards, and it's just crazy to see. You would think that money would make people act like they got some sense sometimes, but that's not always the case. All right. So over the past few days, you know, you've been hearing all this stuff on the news. You've probably heard about some of these things I'm about to mention, but it's just if you haven't, here we go. So um, it was in Houston, and it was just everybody was doing their thing, but apparently, according to 50 Cent, the R&B singers was running amok. They out there taking everybody's women and ain't paying for nothing. It's just it's crazy, man. But apparently, Pleasure P and got the pause put on him by Tony Yayo people. That's crazy. Uh, we also have apparently Trey Songz and got banned from any Tycoon weekends in the future because of his behavior on these last couple. Maybe bruh comfortable, maybe not, but that's a little bit too much, man. That's he crashed a rave last year, and this year he just apparently being too gangster. Maybe trying to overcompensate. You know what I mean? And it just, I mean, you got everybody from Terrence Crawford to Jay Prince Jr. and had altercations or almost altercations with this person. What? Nigga, if you don't go somewhere and sing, what the fuck is you doing? And it gotta look really bad for you to get your ass whipped by an R&B singer. So let's not let that happen because then somebody gonna have to die. You don't want to. How you gonna go back to being a gangster after you done got your ass whipped by an R&B nigga? I don't think that's gonna be good. So hopefully that's not what's going on out there. Um, but the Terrence Crawford situation, uh, why are you arguing with him on over what? I mean, I'm not saying that nobody should be scared of anybody. I'm just, does that really make good sense? I mean, that's this dude's profession. Now, I'm not saying that Trey Songz ain't got no hands, but if you win that, I think we all be surprised, bro. You know what I mean? At any rate, I don't know if that has something to do with alcohol or whatever. And then we also got in the same weekend, uh, this ain't an R&B singer, but it's in the entertainment industry now. We got Zero and Trey the Truth and got into it. And these is two H Town legends. Shout out to H Town. I'm not aware of all of what goes on in a lot of these places as far as that. Like, I'll be keeping my ear to the street as best I can. But at any rate, I'm not really trying to be in here gossiping about what's going on with these men. It's just I'm shocked. I don't know if y'all shocked. I'm shocked. Now, This man that got beat up outside by Trader Truth's people, Zero that is, and apparently he got charged with something, and he and another guy in that camp, in Trey's camp, and took the charge with the man. And he didn't take his own charge. He let him. He let the other guy take the charge. Probably more time than him. And tensions have been building in that camp for a while. So that happened. And then also, uh, Corey Holcomb. Shout out to Corey, man. Look, I hate to hear that this went on because I really like, or I did like Earthquake, and it has changed my opinion of the dude because Earthquake is a funny comedian, original comedy, and I would have hoped that he was a great dude, but um, if you watch the 5150 show, Corey goes into how Earthquake came to the man's show, took over his green room, kicked the people in his green room out to do some powder. Dope fiend ass. Come on, bruh. But all these people are supposedly doing well, and but doing well does not mean you don't have problems, right? It usually just means you have the money to to take care of things quickly, and but the things can be prevented if you conduct yourself like you got some sense. But sometimes when you get bread, you feel like you can't be touched, and I don't know if the respect goes out the. And I like to think that respect exists, but it seemed like to me respect is just another form of fear. Like you fear of what will happen to you if you cross this person. So that is called respect. And I just, where does it go though when you can buy anything you want? You know what I mean? Like comfort is the enemy of success, man. Um, Being dishonorable has its consequences, and as a man, you have to learn how to take your L's like a man or a woman, because you can do things to enhance the L, trying to get out of it, and that's nobody really wants that, you know. I mean, yeah, your car broke down and you needed to be towed, but you're not gonna make that worse by you know just doing anything idiotic to make it to where the tow truck guy can't find you, or just it because you got a bad attitude about things not working out the way you want them to work out. Just we still have to keep our wits about us, man, and this requires discipline. I love being good at what the old me was too weak and afraid to do. It brings me joy to know that I can do things that I couldn't do last month. I seen a 70-year-old dude, man. This dude is fit, six pack, everything, bro. Way more fit than me now, and he didn't even start doing a lot of the things that he's doing to be as fit as he is till he turned 40. You know what I mean? A lot of you dudes, 40 years old, you look 50 now. You're not drinking enough water. You're not breathing deep enough. You're not sleeping long enough. And you stressed out about everything. It's just ridiculous, man. You know? But you, it would behoove you. Behoove is another word for benefit for those of you who might not be aware. But it would behoove you to constantly be figuring out how you can improve, man. Whether you in business and relationships, because comfort is the enemy of success. You you don't feel like you need to do any growing. You can't learn anything else. That's a problem. I don't understand how some people don't really get that. But over here in R&R, if you're a listener, I consider you a person aiming towards becoming a capital letter club member. You know what I mean? I myself personally am a capital letter. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't shit, man. I mean, and I say that to lower the bar, but to be perfectly honest with you, I'm more like a upscale ain't shit nigga. So I'm at the top of the food chain of ain't shit motherfuckers. To be perfectly honest, like, but that's just me. I'm not perfect, man. And everybody has a price, right? Uh, I set my standards a lot higher than most people I know, and I strive to be better than I was last month, last week. At the same time, though, you know, I've made plenty of mistakes, several. Mm. But you know, I was on Dewan B's live last night, and the nigga made me feel like I'm not living up to my name. Like a nigga named Jamerson probably got perfect credit score and 100 suits in his closet. A nigga named Jamerson must do good business. Now, to be perfectly honest, these things are true, except for my credit, and I'm working on the suit count. But I don't know, man. I just feel like I got a lot more work to do in order to live up to my name, as far as like the standard that people may see when they hear my name. It is a very distinguished name, but I'm still a person, and I'm still growing into it. I'm not as young as I was, but it took me a long time to get okay with my name. You know, because it's just not very common. But now I'm all right with that. I'm becoming more okay with that by the day, and I just have to remain vigilant about my own growth, uh, goals, and endeavors. Um, and you just got to stay ahead of you and continue to grow, because I don't want to be a couch potato that's just waiting to die when I'm 60 years old, like the government predicts. You know, because that little 65-year-old like retirement age, it might go up soon, but this is how long they think you will live. And if you make it past that, they're surprised. And you know, I don't necessarily gotta have the longest life. I just want the quality of life while I'm here to be superb. And so that means I'm gonna have to do some dying on the way to death, so that I die correctly, which is something you'll probably hear a stoic person say. Stoic is a discipline, I guess, that teaches you how to be fearless and attack the things that you don't want to do, or I guess, and make those things your favorite things to do. Or that's one way of looking at it, I guess, because uh, I don't necessarily consider myself a stoic or anything like that, but I aim to be fearless. The things that make me afraid, I am attacking those things head on. You understand what I'm saying? And providing a service, because th- those are things that are key ingredients in becoming successful. You know what I mean? I'm definitely gonna be successful because I can't not be. There's no way I can fail. And that's another show altogether. But um, hopefully, man, you won't be the same person that you are today 10 years from now. You know what I mean? What are you doing to become a better person, a more fit, more like the person you want to be more like? You know, baby steps. You want to be more fit, you got to start working towards that, whether it just be taking the stairs, parking a little bit further from Walmart so that you have to walk a little bit further. You know, um, you know you. You know what I mean? But there is a you that you would like to be, and you can achieve that if you push for it. You know, which will require a renewing of your mind and how you see yourself. You know what I mean? If you not, if you doing the same shit you was doing when you was 21, when you 31, you doing something wrong, man. In my opinion, I can't say I'm just I'm not listening to the same shit I was listening to when I was in high school. I didn't want to be one of those type of dudes, man. I am not stuck in my quote unquote glory days, man. My glory days are still on the way. You know what I mean? Some of these dudes out here, then you know, got or reached the peak of your life so early. I would hate to be that. You know, basically on some Al Bundy type shit where you reliving your high school days and you telling your high school stories to your man. Nobody want to hear that shit no more, man. What are you doing to make some new memories, bro? Some new, some new legendary shit. Cause you still living off that old shit, man. That shit ain't really. You still listening. Ain't nobody. I love Tupac, right? But I'm not, bro. I got a whole new catalog of niggas that I'm listening to. You know what I mean? Whole new region of rappers. You know what I mean? I've evolved. I'm constantly evolving. The nigga I was 3 hours ago, I'm a little bit different than I was then, because I'm constantly trying to move forward, man. I have the impression that, like I said, to be comfortable almost means to be stagnant. And when you're not in motion, what are you? Are you alive? You might as well be dead. You know what I mean? Cause you ain't going nowhere. You think you know it all. You think you've done everything already there is to do. There are things that you haven't done yet that you would probably be good at. But if you're too afraid to try some new things, then now if it works for you, let it work. I'm not saying to change everything about you, but yeah, I like vanilla ice cream. Every now and then, I might want to try something different. But that's very standard to like vanilla. You know what I mean? I'm just not a standard guy. I need some other things to go in that with that around that. I mean, I don't need that, but I know how to play with it. I can play with the flavors. I can do different things. You know, I don't want to just be, just. I liked pepperoni pizza when I was 17, 18. But that's not my favorite food no more. I have a different needs now. I'm keeping different company. I've outgrown so many friends now. I don't even really, you know what I mean? Cause I'm on my way to do something different, and we ain't on the same page no more. I still got love for them people. I still rock with them. I still, see them. I show them love, but the conversations will be a little bit shorter, and the time spent is a little bit less because you are what you think about, and I'm thinking about my next move and how I'm gonna make my next move my best move. And standing here talking to you when you know, last year's dude, last month dude, I'm not going nowhere doing that. So yeah, it's nice to see you again. I'll see you later, bro. Have a good one. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it pushing, man. But I ain't gonna keep y'all too long, man. Like I said, I'm trying to get to where a lot more people want to be inducted into the capital letter club, and in order to do that, I gotta put myself out there. I gotta put the material out there. You know what I mean? But it's crazy, man. So when I get to where I'm trying to go, which I don't know if that ever be, I'm not gonna forget about the people on my way up, but I'm just constantly trying to stay ahead of BS and you know keep my head, man, because this capital letter gang, it ain't easy, man. It ain't easy, man. A lot of people, they just like I said, existing, and it's sometimes difficult to navigate around that, man. You know, I really feel like also that because there's so many idiotic motherfuckers out here and y'all could leave a comment about how you feel about this or whatever, but I think there should be a test to determine how many children you could have. Like it should be a test to determine your competency level, and if you're below average, one kid max, then it should be a law. You have to have a license to drive a car. You have to take a test to do that. Like, and I'm not saying that. It just it's getting irritated to see all these dumb motherfuckers walking around here, and all these dumb motherfuckers keep having extreme amount of kids. Like, we need to put a cap on that, man. You're dumb. You're retarded. Lord, forgive me. I didn't mean that word. You're not the brightest lamp in the chandelier, and so one kid for you. Now, brighter, more intelligent, just standard. You four max, maybe, but the idiots is just way too many of y'all, and it's really annoying. But members of the Capital Letter Club are thorough individuals who strive for self improvement in every area of weakness until there aren't any. Because we are strong. We are only as strong as our weakest link, man. So yeah, let's 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 get it together. And once we get it together, keep it together because you know it's not a good thing to be wealthy or even perceived to be wealthy and out here acting a damn fool. That's ridiculous, man. So yeah, hey man, keep your wits about you. Stay up. Have a wonderful holiday and be safe out there, everybody. Peace.